than not, by a large margin, it's been Marckiemoo so far. It always seems like BalloonBoy has played second fiddle to Marckiemoo. Even at CEO, where BalloonBoy outplaced Marckiemoo, they did not run up against one another in the bracket to see who was playing better on the day that Marckiemoo was, you know, he was slumped a little bit. Meanwhile, BalloonBoy was on fire.
So he's going to start this one off with Azario, but I imagine if this doesn't go well, he might, you know, try the Mega Man. But Azario is looking kind of hot right now. I will say this is definitely, there's no wrong pick if you went for Azario or Mega Man in my eyes. But really depends on what he can do right now. Marckiemoo kind of sitting around, so he's got to re-warm up. But BalloonBoy looks kind of warm.
All
Jeez.
right. Yes, sir. So he's going in with this Zario pick. Flashback 1 week to Clashing Kingdoms. They fought in winners finals. It was a 3-0. It was Marckiemoo's Mordex and then BalloonBoy's Vivi. Then BalloonBoy went down, came back up on the potential reset. Then it came out to 3-1.
What?
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Let's stuff
that wall. That was scary for a second.
But BalloonBoy was actually able to take a game after he swapped onto the Zariel away from the Mega Man. So that's probably why he's leading with this Legend. Okay. Seems to be the most successful recently against Marckiemoo of his Legend pool.
Marckiemoo, though, I mean, even with that pretty early stock being taken from him. Okay, managed to get out. Can he turn this into? No, couldn't get the ground pound. It lands on the stage, and BalloonBoy not touching the stage close enough. Now he's going for it. They're just sending these ground pounds from downtown. Hold on.
Yeah, I think, like, BalloonBoy feels really confident in this moment, and I think he's wanting to put as much fear into Marckiemoo as he can, which is why he's going for these really far off-stage, like, deep engagements, burning his dodge to use a signature, because, okay, he loses his stock. Now look at the game state. It's 2 stocks to 2, and Marckiemoo is deep into the orange. He's at 128 damage right now, so he's really far behind BalloonBoy, and BalloonBoy feels confident enough that, especially with this bow, he's not going to take too much damage too quickly before he can find the KO on a Marckiemoo, but he needs to be careful. He's not going to go in crazy here. I know it.
You know, it wasn't crazy, but it could have been crazy on a different stage.
It was medium crazy.
Yeah, it was medium crazy. It was like, oh, interesting. That's what it, yeah, it was interesting. Peculiar, if you will. But it does end up getting the ground pound to work out, and now he's got that same established lead. Marckiemoo has not really shown up in big Marky fashion just yet. BalloonBoy, though, is looking hot off of his win on Radius right now.
It really just feels like BalloonBoy's game plan here is like, I just got to run over him. Yeah. I just got to run over him as quickly as I can. I feel like I have a handle on it now.
Oh my God.
Marckiemoo's so sick.
My God.
He's so sick. Dude, he rules for that. The little back step to get him out of the way of the encroaching incursion from BalloonBoy, then moving back towards the stage to get the touch. The timing on that's so rad.
Yeah, like the fact that he's like, you know, I feel like he knew that was exactly how it was going to play out too. It was like, oh, he thinks he's got this one for free. Check this juke move out, and then get the stock 2 back into the mix. He is pretty hurt though, so this is still a BalloonBoy game to win. Unless a crazy edge guard happens right here. Needed that. Oh, he needed that bad. You saw that down there starting ground.
He needed that bad. I was so scared. Oh, man, I was so scared after that. Holy cow. Congratulations, BalloonBoy, coming out in game 1, big style.
God, man, I might need to see that like that recovery in slow-mo. I need to know how many frames were out before that down air was about to hit, because it was so close. Oh, yeah, here we go. You know he was jockeying for that down air. Oh, yeah.
It was a ground pound. It was a ground pound.
Yeah. Damn, he went even harder for it. Okay, it wasn't even the down air. He wanted the ground pound instead. I was expecting Marquis to try to set up like a long edge guard there, but he said, no, I want to put this man in the dirt. Didn't happen, though, unfortunately. BalloonBoy does end up taking that first game.
All right, so what's Marckiemoo's answer back to this lightning pace that BalloonBoy's bringing out here in game 2?
Okay, loving the movement here from both sides. Marckiemoo now. Yeah, oh, this is the Marckiemoo I'm used to seeing. Double tapping here on the neutral lights. Scooped. Man, we're dancing back for both of them. Trying to get a grab right now. Yeah, they're just
gripping.
They're just gripping. Somebody needs to get scooped here.
Now they just ground pounded.
Yeah.
2 Gauntlet players sharing the same mind here, looking for the same options.
Dude, I think that's just what happens like in a mirror in any game. Like if I see you use a movement at whiffs, I'm like, yeah, I want to do that now.
It's mine now.
Yeah, it's mine. I want to do that.
My turn.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
The weapon toss does register. He's going to be put out. The sweat beads were already out. First stock going to BalloonBoy again. BalloonBoy looking hot right now. Oh. Okay. These boys dancing around more time. Yeah, Marckiemoo he's definitely trying to establish like a major hit here so he can get back into it. That will do it for short indeed. He's right back into only 40, a little more than 40 on him as far as the damage goes. So that's really nothing. He can get that back quickly. One good air dodge read. He has that.
Here comes the bow out for BalloonBoy. Probably what he wants here. His bow's been looking so good.
Oh, yeah.
And that's after we saw some, like, kind of playing some really tough bow in South America. We're just really struggling to KO, but BalloonBoy is not having those issues here, at least so far against Marckiemoo. He's still about 50 damage up, yellow to orange. Nothing after that.
Yeah, like he definitely got the dodge, and he just kind of let it happen. He was like, oh, okay, never mind. Just hit him double side lights, but no confirm off of that. No big damage string. Okay. Trying to catch him jumping out the corner. Not going to happen this time around. BalloonBoy having no issue staying on the ground. Now he's trying to catch Marckiemoo on the ground. Great recovery to get back to the stage. Now over to the gauntlets.
Dude, Marckiemoo's got to be careful with those, because that's like perfect gauntlet recovery territory. He's at 170. That's not going to be enough to KO. Touching on the wall. Marckiemoo even came out with the spot dodge. He was worried about the recovery attempt from BalloonBoy. That's going to KO all the way from the far side of the stage. Marckiemoo with just a little bit of a lead, but it shouldn't be too tough as long as BalloonBoy is able to find the right moves. Is he just going to search? Yeah, there's the recovery. Figured he was going to wait and try and stick right on top of Marckiemoo until he whiffed a move, dodge that move, and then here comes the recovery, which is exactly what he did.
Yeah, the recoveries have been looking real nice too, and from that exact situation.
Yeah.
Doesn't need the downlight to set it up. He just he's already on top of his opponent. Let me just recovery real quick. Marckiemoo trying to get a turnaround there on that down air, but didn't get high up enough. Oh, there! Oh yeah, that's the Marckiemoo right there for sure. Getting that double tap of the end light. Didn't get the full combo that he probably wanted. Still though, some decent damage. Scoops. He must have tried to do a dash jump just into his arms right there. Marckiemoo has got to get back to the stage. He's getting hit every time.
3 side lights.
Oh, I am fighting my way back every time. BalloonBoy. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that could have been scary.
And Marckiemoo, he waits after that. Even though the dodge was bird, he didn't want to go right in. He's worried. They're both pretty in the orange right now. They got to be careful. There's the neutral airs back and forth. They're both playing gauntlets again. The recovery so far from BalloonBoy have been just a little bit better than Marckiemoo's. He goes for the big neutral sig option. Doesn't make contact. Oh, BalloonBoy stayed away from that. He didn't want to get gauntlet aired and sent thrown down into the bottom.
Marckiemoo's going a little insane with these ground pounds, but at the same time, I feel like I only am thinking that because they're not hitting. Oh,
BalloonBoy,
okay.
if you lost off of that.
All right, he's still living though, but he definitely, that's not a combination you can live again. I cannot believe he lived that recovery.
Yeah, you can't take one more. It's going to be over after that. When the weapon tosses, Marckiemoo's probably going to try and set it up. The neutral light, that's enough to do it. That's how high the ceiling is on this. The recovery right before it didn't do it, he needed the neutral light from gauntlets, which has already been nerfed a long time ago as a KO move.
I'm thinking too, I think the thing why I'm looking at Marckiemoo's game plan, I'm like, dude, it's just not working, is because BalloonBoy has been very evasive off the stage. Where I normally see, oh, Marckiemoo's going down there, you're probably gone. No, that has not happened yet. In fact, I'm getting a little afraid of Marckiemoo going down there because he's going for these crazy ground pounds, putting himself well under BalloonBoy. BalloonBoy is just not capitalizing super hard, so it seems to be okay for now. Don't know if it'll be as okay on this stage as Demon Island. Makes it a little harder for you to make that recovery. Let's see what happens.
D-light into the side air. He attempted the side light right after that. He would have had the dodge too, so you would have probably seen side light D-light in light, or maybe just side light D-light in sig, something like that. Although in light would be the true combo. Ooh. Nice D-sig, potentially setting it up. The second one, but Marckiemoo gets past it.
Oh, that's the type of Marckiemoo that I'm used to seeing.
Oh, he's gonna lose his stock for it. He's gonna lose his stock for it, but he's gonna get the KO.
Dude, he's like, you know what? Let me send a message at least. We're going down on my terms for sure. And now look at him. He's starting to really dig into this lead.
Too after that, the ground pound attempt, the recovery follows up the neutral light. Marckiemoo keeps the damage build going. There's a neutral air, another Nan side light. Recovery after that too. Not quite enough to take off the top, but so much damage.
Dude, I'm telling you, that definitely sent a message, and Marckiemoo leveled up off of losing that stock at the same time because he was the one who's taking that. Now look at it, a super huge split in the damage in between them, and now the stocks. Marckiemoo only taking just over 40, absolutely decimated that second stock and the first stock, really.
And that was like a D-light recovery. We haven't seen too many of those coming out from him. I don't know if he hasn't been comfortable with it or the option hasn't presented itself to him, but he's ready for it now. After that side string, that changed everything. We're looking at a different Mark now. There's the neutral air, the weapon.
Oh
yeah, he's back. Mark's back, baby.
He's
back. It's return to the Mark.
That's bad. Good. Oh, all right. You're returning a little too hard, bro. Let's return back to stage real quick. He's back. Oh my God. All right, how's he gonna finish this game though?
Oh, where was the D-Light? I think he probably didn't want to risk it because the follow-up really wasn't going to be there based on the way he picked it up over that corner.
Okay,
nice
yeah.
way, dude. Two stock coming from Marckiemoo.
And I mean, that right there was Dominic. 5'18" to 227, absolutely bodied him. Honestly, didn't even really lose. He didn't lose a stock to him. He just left.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, this stock is leaving because I need to send him. Look at him, bro. He went so far, so hard out there. He already knew what it was. He was like, I'm giving. There was a moment where you could tell he was like, I'm giving it up. I'm giving this stock up.
Yeah.
Like, I could probably make it back to stage, but you know what?
I'm going to make sure he goes down here, no matter what.
So Marckiemoo now 1 game away from taking the Summer Championship single side of things, and what a dominant game to start that up. So see what he can do here. That was from last game yet again. But still, I mean, Marckiemoo, look at him, looking super nice out here. 100% on that accuracy on the, I guess, the first game that he was able to win. But geez. Or is this is this game? This is this game. Yeah, this is this game. Okay.
It's 518 and 227 damage.
Oh, I'm tripping. I saw that one. He dropped his own stock, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, dude. And I remember, yeah, I remember the 2 SIGs. It was definitely the side SIG active input up or forward. So throw him to the sky instead. But geez, man, my man is going absolutely insane. So one more game potentially, depending on what BalloonBoy can bring to the table. Is he going to try to bring out the Vivi, the Mega Man, or are we going to keep this here Zario going? It's not worked out so much, and I feel like Marckiemoo is making that divide bigger and bigger.
It feels like we're waiting on this one a little bit here, and I don't know who we're waiting on. Okay, Marckiemoo is restarting his game. I didn't know if it would be like Marckiemoo taking a breather, because that was something we kind of really learned both at Spring Royale and at CEO, that like if Marckiemoo is able to like get a break, reset everything, and like calm himself down, whether that's because he got like a big win or a big loss just happened, then he's able to like re-enter at like fresh mode. So I didn't know if this was him after that like huge game trying to calm himself back down before we head into this next game, or it was actually just a client reset from Marckiemoo. But we're also getting a legend reset coming out from BalloonBoy, swapping over to Mega Man.
I feel like, honestly, Marckiemoo's computer probably about exploded from that gameplay from last time. So he's like, oh, I gotta let it cool off a little bit, bro. I don't know. But now, BalloonBoy gonna bring back the Trenchu to see if the Vivi can do something. Gonna see what the,
I don't
know.
He's already ready for it.
I don't know. I mean, are the blasters really? That's really the question that's being asked right now. Are the blasters really going to make a huge difference here? For sure.
I think he's just like in the mode where he needs to make a change, because obviously the double gen is not working. The Zario pick is not working anymore on Marckiemoo. It started off looking really strong, but then it started to fall off as Marckiemoo leveled up. So he has to make a switch. This is the next logical choice.
Oh, okay. Hold on. That flame sword, it's swinging.
I do love the hitbox in the front where you can hit someone grounded like right in front of you and they're not ready for it.
Okay, managed to get through twice here. Shot up though. One more second, Marckiemoo. This is pretty down the middle though. I mean, all things considered. I mean, I definitely feel like Marckiemoo is still kind of like just chasing down BalloonBoy, but the damage is respectable here from BalloonBoy, even if he's playing on the more defensive side of things. Does end up losing that stock first. See if he can grab a weapon. Yeah, sneaks that weapon, super nice.
Now, one thing, or several things I think he's potentially going to have here that might help him out over the Zario pick, even though he's playing it like a Blaster's disadvantage into Scythe, is he's going to have signatures that you can throw out more safely, so hopefully he gets punished less often when he misses them. He does get punished there, but nothing massive. He's able to stay away from that second inlight that Marckiemoo loves to throw out. But also, like the Flame Sword, he's able to throw that out safely. He does get the KO there, but he also has Blasters as the option, the D-Light recovery to KO super early compared to like everything that Bo has.
Also, I mean, as of what I'm saying, it does feel more like he wanted the boots more than the blasters.
Yeah.
Like we haven't seen too much of it. Like blasters in hand now. Let's see if he's able to actually get a hit with it. It's wait, that's big.
Nice bonk.
Okay, doing some damage here. Okay, and I like that. Marky tried to get some type of turnaround, but couldn't get much more. Now this is going to be the turnaround he might be able to get. Yeah, double
this
neutral.
Is really scary. There's the weapon toss. Can he finish it up unarmed? No, he doesn't choose to go in at the 100%. Okay, he's just going to slide charge the down heavy there. He's going to take quite a bit of punishments. 3-4 moves off of that from the boots kit at the weapon disadvantage. Does find the down heavy, but it doesn't lead to the KOs from the wrong side of the stage. D-Light over the corner. No, he's playing back.
I really expected him to try to go for that that ground pound on the right side when he saw the sweat beads, but no, he goes back on stage and then he's like, oh, you know what? Maybe I can still make something happen. Only takes a small punish though, so nothing crazy. However, the damage is starting to rack up a little bit. Does get a very opportune down air. Oh.
even charged up that weapon toss so you could get a little bit more force on it as it would make contact with BalloonBoy. But BalloonBoy was able to avoid it. There's the sidelight again from the wrong side of the stage. 218 damage. Look how deep Red he is after that one. That down air from the Gauntlet Kit is going to KO. Now, in the meantime, while he was adding up all of that damage, he still took 122. So he's not in a great spot, but he's not in a bad spot.
Right, not at all. Let's see if Marky, though, he's definitely finding these hits, and he's willing to go off the stage, so it brings him back onto stage.
Too.
Uh-oh. Oh, clean, okay. Caught him as he pops past that ledge.
He interrupted the recovery on it too, which is why you heard that sound effect come up. Marckiemoo still was able to get back after that. BalloonBoy didn't put out too much. Nice fadeaway sider. The weapon toss goes low. Here comes the boots. We're going to see a tornado off the stage. Flame Sword GC, but Marckiemoo was on the stage.
Marckiemoo, okay, finally gets that stock taken from him. Now, BalloonBoy, not a lot, just over 60. This is definitely not a bad amount of health to have as you try to mount this comeback here. And he was getting a weapon star, but not for super long. Gauntlet's back in the hand of Marky.
BalloonBoy has to press the range advantage here. There's the end light. He needs a victory this game if he wants to keep himself alive in this tournament. Otherwise, Marky takes it 3-1, just like he did at Moose Wars Clash of Kingdoms. Oh, why didn't we see a down air come there? What were you looking for with the recovery? He's only at 90 damage.
Okay, I saw 3-piece here. He's definitely getting some good damage. Yeah. Now look for another down air.
Great damage build from BalloonBoy so far. Even the neutral air as well. After the ground pound from Marckiemoo made contact, there's the in-light sending BalloonBoy over to the edge. Is there anything from Marky? They swap places instantly. Thinking at the same time, not enough to KO.
Oh, man, no weapon in hand there for Marky, though, and he's willing to do it a little unarmed. Can he try to get the scythe? He does get the scythe back in hand. Oh my God, he just does it to side sig, and we're going to a game 5.
We have hardly seen the side sig coming out from BalloonBoy since the swap to Mega Man. That's a normal part of his gameplay. That's a regular menu item. It's a daily special from the manager if you look at any other game from BalloonBoy. But he was playing it a little bit more reserved, a little bit more conservative against Marckiemoo. The Flame Sword, run it. You can throw those out like candy. It does not matter. But the side sig you got to be a little bit more careful with until the end where you use it to KO Marckiemoo's final stock and send us into a game 5.
Dude, what a way to do it, too. I mean, it's like the first, I think that was, the first time we saw him actually throw it out, but he covered mad space, and he got the hit that he needed, and now we're into a game 5. Back to Demon Island, though. And I do, I still am worried about the way Marky moves edge guard. This is where he did get that 3 stock off a crazy edge guard. But this is a weapon that can also do it too. I've seen some crazy edge guards with the battle boots as well.
Marckiemoo was able to reset the bracket onto BalloonBoy just a week ago at Clashing Kingdoms. Now we're looking at the potential for BalloonBoy to reset the bracket onto Marckiemoo.
Ooh. Dash jump right there. Oh, okay.
Oh, now we're seeing the tornado, and now we might be seeing why that was the first time we've seen the tornado.
Oh, okay, managed to make it back to, oh, he is trying. I mean, he is willing to throw out some of these flame swords. Throw out all the Mega Man options for sure. Caught him jumping out. Marckiemoo now, what a nice attempt, or nice attempt to go over, but not nice enough as Marckiemoo ends up getting that down right, active input forward to push him way far away, and then easy ground pound setup. Good stuff to Marckiemoo.
Now, this is really, really scary because we're in a game 5 situation. Like, Marckiemoo is like one of the clutchest players in Brawlhalla. BalloonBoy also has some clutches of his own, but when Marckiemoo is this far ahead of BalloonBoy, a full stock up. He's only in the orange at this point. Like, BalloonBoy's gonna need a super early KO, and he's just taking damage.
Yeah, he needs a super, like just another raw side sig, basically, but off the stage. Is he? No, that's not gonna do it. Not on this stage. Okay, there it is. Yo, the raw side sig. What did I say?
Yep.
Catch the landing, catches him on the way back. Unfortunately, though, already at 120, this is a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Could he get it back, though? Maybe a nice little edge guard situation can definitely get him back in this game. Oh, wow.
Oh, that was a quick answer back. I think he got the KO like right at the turn to red, right at that turn to 150, getting the KO off the bottom. And this is where, like, oh, I feel like I'm going to get the answer back. I have some momentum and confidence on my side. And then Marckiemoo was like, no, eliminado, and it's gone.
Dude, BalloonBoy. Yeah, you have got to fight all, tooth and nail to get back into this game. It might be a little hard, though. Marckiemoo now willing to kind of play a little further back, but his punish game has been so insane. Okay, good little chase down here. Weapon toss right there. Establish a little dominance, little pressure. Big combo. Oh, yeah.
He's just going to do it like that. And Marckiemoo denies the bracket reset yet again, sending BalloonBoy to the silver medalist spot here as he is your 1v1 Brawlhalla North American Summer Champion.
Dude, Marckiemoo once again,
he did it again.
Sick.
He did it again.
Some of the sickest plays of the tournament being done here in this grand finals by Marckiemoo for sure. He's done it again. He won last week. You said Moose Wars, right? That's what it was. And now here he is again, one more time, North American Summer Championship.